Welcome to our malware protection through DNS. It's Francesco Collini talking from Italy at the moment. And I would like to point out together some tips and tricks regarding the protection through DNS. In today's agenda, the webinar will be roughly 25-30 minutes. It's pretty short today. We will talk around the malware attacks, scams and frauds protection, the unwanted content, and we will talk around the DNS protocol, and later we talk around the benefit of starting a protection through the FlashStart DNS. Here are some graphics talking around the risks of the web. And the malware infection at the moment is the most important vector of attack. So malware, strains, threats, and ransomware. Think about last year during the 2022, the ransomware industry produced roughly 236 millions of ransomware attack. It's an incredible, it's a very important number. Scams and frauds are the second most important vector of attack, the phishing, smishing, and the identity theft. We have a very good and strong partnership with the global main important phishing blacklist producer, Scam Advisor. We'll talk about it later. Here we can see the most accessed domain with our 2022 yearly data: TikTok, Google, YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. Now, why do we use DNS filtering to protect our network? It's very simple, because DNS is the very basic domain name system protocol. It's the address book of the internet. It was born in 1967. I was a little bit impressed by the number later this morning when I made some research to prepare today's webinar, and I realized that it was born during the late 60s. Internet wasn't present at the moment, but in the US, most of the biggest university and the main military research center were connected through ARPANET, and DNS was running since 1967. And DNS is widespread since computers, laptop, mobiles, IoT, and many other devices use DNS, domain name system. So it's possible, since everyone nowadays uses DNS to filter content, it's possible right now to combine protection with DNS. It's very simple. What do? We decide to grant or not DNS resolution to the website the users request based on the blacklist set that the network admin decides to integrate. It's very easy. FlashStart is one of the most important DNS filtering global technology. We are the third in terms of global world latency speed. We are the second in the US and the third global. We are the most important, together with Cloudflare and DNSfilter.com, in the quality and in the latency response time. We have different strong points. We run a global and robust DNS global Anycast network. We analyze about 35 billions of DNS queries per day, and it's very easy for us to use our resolution base to produce new categorization and to analyze and to predict malware, thanks to our global honeypots network combined with our artificial intelligence algorithm. And we follow the most important regulatory requirements, such as GDPR in Europe, such as CNI, PP in the US, and etc. Here in this slide, you can see three different product lines: the Pro, Pro Plus, and the Pro Lite for internet service provider. Let me override to the Pro Lite version for ISPs, and let me just focus on the Pro and on the Pro Plus version. The Pro version comes with content and malware filter, geo-blocking, so we can block DNS resolution towards dangerous countries. For example, right now, resolving a domain into the Russian mainland is very, very, very dangerous. We also integrate the safe search engine, a good traffic reporting to perform an important DNS intelligence reporting. Dashboard is fully multi-tenant, so you can manage the global all your global customer base through the same dashboard. Moreover, the Pro Plus version, the enterprise grade version, consists in everything from the basic version plus the Active Directory synchronization system, the on-premise local DNS cache. It's possible to install a local DNS cache in order to improve the latency in the cached results. And it's possible with the enterprise version, the Pro Plus One, to set up granular filtering based on users and group machines. And it's also possible to roll out, to deploy the protection to the remote endpoints, Windows, macOS, Android, Chromebook, and etc. Just a few numbers around us: 700 partners, a distribution in more than 155 countries, and so on. Here are some logos and some references of partners which choose FlashStart. And right now, I would like to switch to our live demo. Let me just share my screen because I wanna show you something new from our platform. Okay, I am sharing now. Please confirm me through the chat if you are able to display my screen. It should come. Okay, browser tab. Okay, can you see me? Can you see my screen now? Okay, yes, thanks so much. So this is our main dashboard. It's fully multi-tenant, so you can manage all of your customers through the same page. And by showing the main page, you can see some numbers. So, sorry, let me switch in English because okay, the previous event was in Italian. Okay, it's much better now in English. Okay, let's keep it going on. Now, in the main page, you can see different numbers coming from the number of threats detected, blocked requests, not existing website, and total DNS request. Then, just underneath the first line, you can see the blocked category preview, the allowed, the malware blocked, some filter statistics, and the request per hour. Let me just come inside, go inside the first report. Here, I have just entered the section, and I can select different reports blocked by category, allowed by country, category, malware, threats blocked, infected, host blocked, domains allowed, block, etc. I can search within the last 6 months of DNS history, and I can also display and descend through the single URL level. For example, if I want to browse the malware and threats community URL detected, I just need to expand this category, and I will display the final website. At the same time, I can also check the gambling site, which have been blocked by the system by simply click into the arrow of beside gambling. I can also switch to the allowed by category report. I can see that the most accessed traffic report for this test company is TikTok, and I can check exactly the main domain, the CDN, and the third and first domain level, and I can also check and have a look at the URL which have been accessed by my users. I can also check this report, which is very interesting. The host, in fact, blocked. Through this report, I can check the infected domain which have been blocked by the system. I can also display the malware threats blocked report. In this way, we can group the infection and the bad site group into category, for example, malware and threats, malicious activity, and backdoor. Then the protection page is useful when you want to set up the protection. You can choose within roughly 145, 150 different categories. They are grouped into 12 bigger macro category, for example, audio, video, dangerous, free time. The malware and threats is pretty rich because it starts by protecting people against hardware, Android malware, backdoor botnet, cryptocurrency mining, domain generation algorithms, malware, of course, ransomware, Trojan, worm, etc. You can allow, you can block, or if you prefer, you can also schedule the blocking time ranges. For example, if I want to block this category from 8 to 6 p.m. In the evening, I can simply insert this planning, and the system will react according to my scheduling triggers. Then we can offer protection against, for example, the unwanted website, the auto chat, dating, of course, DOH proxy, park domain, pornography. Okay, if you are rolling out FlashStart in a school environment, you will probably need to block the pornography site and the adult website. Then we can also integrate the geo-blocking. For example, in this scenario, I am gonna block the DNS resolution towards Russia and neighbor republics. Then I can also add my personal blacklist and add my personal blacklist, the exceptions. And then I can also integrate the search engine. For example, I can refine the Google searches, the Bing searches, DuckDuckGo, and also the YouTube searches. Now, regarding the network, it's very easy to set up, to roll out FlashStart. We can connect the router, simply pointing our DNS. We will need to set up our site, both from static public IP. For example, if I have 5, 6, 7, 8, I can simply declare it. Or if I have a dynamic one, I can synchronize against our FlashStart Cloud dynamic DNS, or if I have a DNS.org account, no IP account, I can also declare my public name and then keep the system synchronized with my IP address. Let me just make an example using, for example, the MikroTik router. We have different models of the most used model, but if you do not find your router brand, do not worry, guys, because you can also proceed with the manual configuration, of course. We are MikroTik official filtering platform. We have got the made for MikroTik logo, and I think we have built a pretty nice configuration tool for the MikroTik environment, so everything comes automatical, and I can also copy a script and then pass the script into the system. This is just to highlight our effort against the MikroTik system. Then the search page comes with the historical data. I can check through the DNS query by query history page, and from the same path I can also access the real-time analysis. I can check in the real time the DNS queries landing into our data center. I can also integrate the Active Directory environment. It's very easy right here. I need to set up the Windows connector in my domain controller and the on-premise DNS proxy in order to split between internal Active Directory DNS query and normal internet queries. And just after setting up the Active Directory synchronization, we can also create different profiles, for example, sales team, support team, managers team, and we can assign different policies to different groups and users of Active Directory. Finally, let me just switch to another live trial. We can also deploy rollout. We can do it manually, or we can do it through Active Directory, or we can also do it through Ninja or another RMM, since we offer the Windows install logo, which is a very standard procedure. We can also roll out the remote application on Windows, macOS, Chromebook, and Android, and we can bring at home the protection. So it's very useful for a sales manager going out for some days per week from the office, or it's a very important module to protect people working at home from both PCs, laptops, and mobile. So everything is automatic, and we can also control. We can integrate even the remote endpoint with the Windows Active Directory. We can ask the user to enter a disabled PIN code in order to prevent people from disabling the protection, and we offer a second PIN to prevent the uninstall of the system. Moreover, if you want to enable the privacy mode, you can also display the domain touched by the users. Finally, we can also customize the stop page right here. It's possible to add the logo, to add our slogan, and to decide whether or not showing the reason from which a website has been blocked. Then the customer area comes with some nice tool for managed service provider. It's gonna come, just a second. Okay, here we are. So by the customer area, you can register your customer, manage your licenses, you can access our support, so manual, knowledge bases, and etc. You can open a ticket. Our live chat is now 24/7 ready, and you can ask for support every day, every hour, in every country. You can also synchronize our system APIs. So if you want to integrate the protection with your dashboard, you can of course connect our APIs and synchronize, for example, data, policies, activity licenses, etc. It's also possible to perform a web filter domain lookup. For example, if I enter sex.com, the system will say my website has been categorized in the pornography domain. The location is Canada in this case, and the classification date was made on the 1st of January 2020. I can also submit a domain review if I think I am dealing with a false positive. Then we can access our price list menu. It's possible to ask for prices by accessing https flashstart.com. You need to fill a form, and then you can access both reselling prices and MSP's prices. Finally, we can also offer a good sales and tool area. For example, you can create a promo mail campaign by our system. I need to select my marketing, companies, public entities, schools, etc. So for companies, I can upload my logo and I can send the DM directly from my dashboard to my customer. And once a customer will proceed to the trial registration, the lead will be immediately connected to my business, to my company. I can also download the HTML and I can insert, for example, into MailChimp or into another system. Finally, you can also ask for the trial in a box pin codes. In this way, it's possible to give a gift to your customer, okay? To give a gift along a trial, usually. The trial in a box consists in a 30 days trial pin, which is longer than the normal website trial link. And it's possible to buy package, support pack, manage orders, and etc.